The very first Rapala lures were made from balsa wood, and that gave them great sensitivity. The only problem with balsa wood is that it's not that durable, so Rapala started to apply coatings to the balsa wood to make them more durable, but eventually plastic came in, and the plastic lures proved to be extremely tough, and in many respects this made them probably the first choice of many anglers because the lures lasted longer. Well, Rapala have now put these two things together. They've taken a balsa-bodied lure and applied a hard plastic coating to it, and this gives you the sensitivity and the toughness, and also the possibility of adding all sorts of detail to the lure on the plastic finish. And the lures they've come up with are the BX series, and in my right hand we've got the Minnow, and in my left hand we've got the Swimmer. And the Minnow is a 10 centimetre lure. It's a floater and it dives down probably a metre or so, and the great thing about it is, apart from the sensitivity and the toughness, it's very, very easy to work, and you can get a great action from it, a great flash from its rolling body at quite slow retrieve speeds. Similarly with the Swimmer, again you've got the same sort of properties, but it's a slightly bigger lure, 12 centimetre, and being jointed, it's got an articulated action, and making it just that little bit more attractive when the fish are a bit finicky. So I'm going to put these two lures through the paces now, and see if I can come up with a fish to show you just what great lures these are. Well, the BX Minnow casts really well on a lightweight setup. This is the 10 to 30 gram Shimano Technium DF rod, and this lure weighs 10 grams. It's at the bottom end of the casting range, but it really, really flies out. I've put my Polaroids on because this is a beautiful clear lake, and I just want to see if there's anything following it. I'm working it quite slow at the moment. This is how I would work it in the winter, or if the pike were not really very active. I'll just try that to start with. And even at these slow speeds and little flicks of the rod tip, I'm getting it to flash and keel in a very, very attractive way, but I'm trying not to overdo it in case the pike aren't that interested in chasing. Right, I'm just going to try a slow, steady retrieve now, and it should be working about a metre down. And even at that slow speed, I can see, using my Polaroids, it's absolutely flashing beautifully in a very, very realistic way. Next cast, I'm going to work it a little bit more aggressively. Working it a little bit like a jerkbait, just a few downstrokes of the rod. Oh, and I mean, well, they obviously wanted something a little bit more aggressive to chase today. It always pays you to try different approaches. Oh, in actual fact, it's a perch. I know it is a very good perch lure, and well, it was nice to get a perch on the first cast. And it's a beautiful one, lovely perch from in this clear water. Well, I'm really pleased with that. That's a lovely gravel pit perch, and from these clear waters, the colours are quite vivid. And talking of colours, you'll notice that it took a blue lure. A lot of anglers don't like blue lures. They think that blue is a sea fishing colour, and it is a very good colour for in the sea, but in my experience, they can be great. It can be a great colour for pike and perch, particularly in clear water. Oh well, they can't all be big ones, and it's a sobering thought to think that of all the hundreds of 20-pounders I've had, they all started off like this, so I always treat them with a bit of respect and put them back carefully. Well, I was just about to try out the BX swimmer on my other rod, and I've seen a pike lying on the edge of this weed bed, and I just crept it past it and it came out and nailed it straight away. Well, that one was taken on a perch style, and there's a lot of perch in here, mainly small. There's the odd big one in here. And that was exactly what it wanted. Oh, I said perch, it's another one, and it's quite a nice one as well. They do like this blue minnow. Oh, cracking perch. Well, that's a proper perch. Yeah, that's what you call a perch. Well, that is a whacking great perch by anybody's standards. Unfortunately, I haven't got any scales with me or a net, so we'll never know what it weighs, but it certainly took a liking for the Rapala BX Minnow, and the blue one scored again. And, well, what a fish and what a lure. Fantastic.